The autumn leaves danced through the crisp October air as Kate sat on the weathered bench in Riverside Park. Her sketchbook balanced on her knees. She had come here every Saturday for the past 3 years, finding solace in the way the afternoon light filtered through the golden canopy above. Today, however, her pencil remained still, her mind wandering to places her art could not capture. "Is this seat taken?" A voice interrupted her thoughts. Kate looked up to find a young man with disheveled brown hair and kind eyes standing beside her bench. He held 2 coffee cups, steam rising from their lids into the cool air. "No, go ahead," she replied, shifting slightly to make room. "I'm Alex," he said, settling down beside her. "I noticed you've dropped your eraser." He handed her the small pink cube that had rolled near his feet. "Kate," she responded with a slight smile, accepting the eraser. "Thank you." Alex glanced at her blank sketchbook. "Artist's block." "Something like that," Kate admitted, surprised at her own honesty with this stranger. "Sometimes the world feels too big to fit on a page." "I know what you mean," Alex said, taking a sip from his coffee. "I'm a writer, or at least I'm trying to be. Some days the words flow like a river. Other days it's like trying to squeeze water from stone." They fell into easy conversation, the kind that feels both new and familiar at once. Kate learned that Alex had recently moved to the city to pursue his dream of becoming a novelist, working nights at a bookstore to pay the bills. Alex discovered that Kate was an art teacher at the local elementary school, though her true passion lay in the portraits she painted in her small apartment studio. As the sun began its descent, painting the sky in shades of amber and rose, Alex stood to leave. "Same time next week?" he asked hopefully. Kate found herself nodding before she even considered the question. Same time next week. The following Saturday arrived with a gentle rain that transformed the park into a glistening canvas of silver and green. Kate almost stayed home, but something pulled her toward their bench. She found Alex already there, huddled under a large black umbrella, holding the same 2 coffee cups. "You came," he said, his face breaking into a wide grin. "You remembered the coffee," she observed, taking the cup he offered. "Caramel latte with extra foam," Alex confirmed. "I pay attention." Week after week, they met on that bench. Through late autumn and into early winter, their friendship deepened like roots growing beneath the surface. Alex shared pages from his manuscript, his voice trembling slightly as he read aloud passages he'd never shown anyone. Kate brought her sketchbook, finally filling its pages again, often with quick studies of the park, the people passing by, and sometimes, when she thought he wasn't looking, sketches of Alex himself. One December afternoon, as the first snow began to fall, Alex arrived at the bench looking troubled. Kate could see it in the tightness around his eyes, the way his usual smile seemed forced. "My mother is sick," he said quietly, watching the snowflakes disappear as they touched the ground. "I need to go home to Portland. The doctors say she has maybe 6 months. Kate felt her heart constrict. "When do you leave?" "End of the month." "I'm sorry, Kate. These Saturdays, they've meant everything to me." "Then we'll make the most of the ones we have left," Kate said firmly, though her voice wavered. The remaining weeks passed too quickly, each moment feeling both precious and painful. On their last Saturday together, Alex handed Kate a wrapped package. "Don't open it until I'm gone," he insisted. Kate gave him something to a portrait she'd painted of him sitting on their bench, surrounded by autumn leaves, a look of peaceful concentration on his face as he wrote in his notebook. Alex's eyes grew wet as he studied it. "You made me look brave," he whispered. "You are brave," Kate replied. "You're choosing love over fear. That's the bravest thing anyone can do." They embraced, holding each other as the winter wind swirled around them, neither wanting to be the first to let go. After Alex left, Kate returned to her apartment and unwrapped his gift. Inside was a leather-bound journal and a letter. Her hands shook as she read his words. "Kate, you've taught me that art isn't about capturing the world, it's about capturing truth. Keep creating. Keep seeing beauty. And know that wherever I am, I'm grateful for every autumn leaf, every cup of coffee, every moment on that bench with you." 6 months became 8, then a year. Kate continued to visit the park, filling journal after journal with thoughts, sketches, and memories. She painted more than ever, her work gaining recognition in local galleries. Life moved forward, as it always does, but the bench remained her anchor. Then, on a Saturday in October, exactly 2 years after their first meeting, Kate felt someone sit down beside her. "Is this seat taken?" Her heart stopped. She turned to find Alex, older somehow, with shadows under his eyes, but that same gentle smile. "You came back," she breathed. "I made a promise," Alex said simply. "Same time, same place." "My mother recovered, Kate, against all odds, and I realized that I'd been running toward her, but running away from something else, from someone else." "Alex, let me finish," he interrupted gently. "These 2 years taught me that some connections don't fade with distance or time. You were my first thought every morning and my last every night. I came back because this bench, this park, this city, they're not home. You are." Kate felt tears streaming down her face as she reached for his hand. "I saved your seat," she said, her voice breaking with joy. As the autumn leaves danced around them once more, Kate and Alex sat on their bench. 2 artists who had finally found their masterpiece in each other, proving that some stories are worth waiting for.